You're on a deserted island. You've already built shelter, found food, even managed to boil drinking water. But now something's wrong. One of your crew looks like a ghost. They're dizzy, weak, barely able to stand. Another keeps waking up drenched in sweat, bruising from mosquito bites, and they've dropped weight fast. No lab, no ER, no Google. But wait, remember that microscope you built out of plastic bottles and a camera lens? If not, go watch our last video. Trust me, it's worth it. That humble jungle microscope might just help you figure out what's going on in their blood. And blood? Well, it tells stories. Back in the 1600s, long before blood tests or even Band-Aids, a couple of curious Europeans, Swammerdam and Malpighi, put human blood under a microscope and said, "Whoa, what are these little discs?" They had no idea what red blood cells did, but they were the first to spot them. A century later, William Hewson found something weird: white blood cells. He thought they were important, but didn't know how. Spoiler, they are. And then came Giulio Bezozzaro. Yes, that's a real name. In the late 1800s, he spotted platelets, tiny cell fragments that patch up wounds before you bleed out. These discoveries weren't made in high-tech labs. They were made by people squinting into crude lenses, just like yours. You prep a slide, you stare into your DIY scope, boom, blood. If it's anemia, you might see fewer red blood cells than usual. If it's leukemia, maybe too many white ones. If platelets are low, the blood might just look oddly thin. It's not a full diagnosis, but it's something. And out here, something beats guessing. You're basically playing 19th century doctor, but with palm leaves. Rudolf Virchow, in the 1800s, looked at patients with fatigue and massive infections. He peeked at their blood under a scope and saw it swarming with white cells. He said, "This ain't normal," and boom, coined the term leukemia. All without Wi-Fi. You can't run a full panel. You don't have reagents or fancy dyes. But you've got eyes, curiosity, and a little history on your side. That's how medicine started in the first place. If you love stories where ancient knowledge meets jungle engineering, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What's the next survival medical mystery we should solve without hospitals? And seriously, go check out our How to Build a Microscope on a Deserted Island video, because next time you get stranded, it might come in handy.